Hey everybody, welcome back to Stretchies and Stuff. My name is Jane and today we are doing a class themed on taking up space. So this is really exciting to me, because we're going to make a lot of really fun shapes with the body and roll around and just take up as much space as we can on and off of the mat. But also it is another one of those classes that goes back to using your body language to embody something that you want to take off of the mat, off of the yoga practice. Taking up space and being big and having a big personality is something that's often not valued, especially for women in our society. So we're often told to make ourselves small, whether it's physically or whether it's being more quiet or being more cute or being more whatever. So this is a class to challenge that, and I can't wait. I hope you are excited. So get something comfy on. I'm wearing like big comfy pants, and get some space. I'm going to take this one outside just so that I have that feeling of spaciousness, and I'll see you guys there. Let's do it. All right, so we're going to start lying on our backs on our mats and just take a minute to notice. Well, first get yourself lying down. All right, once you're lying on your mat, just take a minute to notice how you have chosen to lie down. And if you're not already starfished, take your legs wider, take your arms wider, and sprawl yourself out on the ground. And just notice what this does. Notice how this makes you feel. If it makes you smile, if it makes you feel funny, if you're not used to it, or if it's your favorite way to sleep every night. Just take some time to enjoy this starfish pose. And take some time to come to your breath here. So noticing the rise and the fall of the belly as you inhale, taking up space in your lungs with air. Exhale, let it all go. Inhale, see if you can take up even more space as you expand your lungs, expand your rib cage, expand your belly. Exhale, let it all go. One more nice, big, expansive space taking up breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it all go. And take a minute here, now that we've settled into the breath, settled into the practice, to set an intention for this class. So it can be anything you want. But maybe you're here watching this video because you liked the sound of a yoga practice to help you remember that you deserve to take up space. So if that resonates with you, that can be your intention. I deserve to take up space. I deserve to be big and loud and fierce. Something like that. So take a few minutes to come up with something that resonates and just sit with it, lie with it. And remember that any time during the practice you can come back to this. You're going to bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Hugging yourself, hugging your intention. And then release, let it all go. We're going to start warming up. We are going to do some starfish toe taps. So getting right into the core. So inhale to reach up. Touch the toe. Exhale, come down. Inhale to reach up, tap the toe, exhale, come down. Inhale up, exhale, down. Up, down, up, down, up, down. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hug yourself in and reach the arms out. Inhale, hug it all in. Exhale, reach it all out. One more time, coming into a ball and opening up. All right, once more. And open up. And now coming into that ball, maybe taking off a layer. And coming into that ball and just holding here in the ball. So warming up the core, maybe bringing your forehead to your knees and rocking and rolling yourself forward and backwards. So roll like a ball. All right. Enjoy the back rub that you get from the ground. The light warming up of the core. And things are about to get weird. Start to turn yourself to the left as you rock and roll. Roll yourself back and up, back and up, having fun, smiling, taking up space in a funny way, and stopping once you're facing the other edge of the mat, and roll yourself up. Take a breather. Come back to your balance. Hug yourself in, keeping that core nice and warm, and moving in the other direction. Rolling back and forward. Going to the right this time. 180 degrees of taking up space in a different way and coming back to center. Doing this on bumpy grass might not have been the best decision, but I got an extra massage. Okay, release. Roll yourself all the way back down. Stretch the legs out. Reach the arms up overhead. Nice, extra big starfish. And bring yourself all the way back up into a ball. And we're going to try to roll ourselves all the way up to standing. So 1, 2, 3. Take a couple times, give it a shot. And once we're up and standing, come to the middle of your mat, or to the, come to the middle of your mat and face forward. Make sure you can still see me. Let's stand with our feet nice and wide, and we're gonna come to some goddess breath. So this is one of my favorite energy building breathing techniques. So it looks like this. You bring your arms out to the side, and then you're taking an inhale in 3 sips. So sip, 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 and let it all go. And then we just keep doing that. We'll do 5 rounds, and then we'll stop and see how it feels. Ready? Let's go. Inhale, 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 and let it all go. Release. 3 more times. Inhale, inhale, inhale. You might have gotten a bonus one there. Come back to standing. And just notice how you feel after creating that energy in the body. Bring the hands to the hips. Have a look down at your feet. Bring them a little bit wider. Step the right foot out. Step the left foot out. Bring the arms just as wide as the feet. And bend the knees. Bring the knees out towards the side. Tuck the tailbone under. Make some big space here as you just bounce up and down. And inhale. Reach the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring the arms down, coming into your goddess squat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, up. And exhale. This time holding it down in your goddess squat. So have a look at your knees. Try to keep the knees in line with the ankles and the toes. Tuck the tailbone under, zip up through the core. Nice and proud chest. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, open the arms. Cactus, and then bring the arms all the way out to the side. Making that nice starfish. Big shape with the body. And inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, release. Circle the arms up overhead once again. And exhale, come down. Bring the hands this time onto the insides of the knees and just open the heart. Shine the chest forward. Sink a little bit deeper into the legs. And then lift the right heel. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the left heel. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left. And exhale, lower. One more time each side. And left. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Wide-legged forward fold. Bring your hands to your hips and just let the head shake out. Nice micro bend in the knees. And release through the back. Interlace the hands behind the back. And just pull the shoulders back onto the rib cage. Lift the knuckles up towards the sky. And let the head dangle down in between the feet. And inhale to reach yourself up to standing. Hands to hips. Step the feet back together. And breathe. Just coming back to that breath. Coming back to one more round of that goddess breath. 5 times. Or something like that. Again, let's go. Inhale. 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 And release. For 2. For 3. For 4. 5. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, circle the arms down by your sides. Now stepping out to the side again, but this time make it bigger. Reach the right leg up. So coming onto the left foot and step off to the side. And now coming onto the right foot, reach the left foot up. Step out even farther until you're in your nice goddess. And this time we're getting a little bit lower. So bring the hands onto the knees. Push the knees away. So push them out so that the knees are in line with the ankles. Tailbones tucked. Shoulders are nice and open. And just rock from side to side. Good. Building some heat. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, bring the right shoulder down. Look over the left shoulder. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left shoulder down. Look over right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, switch. One more time. Center and switch. Inhale to come back to center. Come all the way up to standing. Pivot on your feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back. Lower the knees. Lower the hips back to the heels. Child's pose with your arms out nice and wide. Knees nice and wide too. Just let your belly fall in between the knees. Bring the hands back in front of you. Inhale to come up. Exhale, tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Find downward facing dog. Walking the knees, pedaling from side to side. Nice micro bend in the elbows. And inhale, reach the right leg up into the sky. Open the hips. Taking up some space here with that right leg. Reaching up. Try to keep the shoulders level, like normal downward dog shoulders. And bend the right knee. Make circles with the right knee. Bringing some movement into that hip. Switch directions with the circles. And inhale to straighten. And exhale, bend that knee again. Either open the hip and just stay here in this hip stretch. Or if Wild Thing is part of your practice, pivot on the standing foot. So pivot on the left foot so that you're on the baby toe edge. And drop the right foot down behind you. Bring your weight into the left hand and reach behind you with the right arm. Open the chest. Shine the heart up. Smile. And exhale. Slowly, the same way you came in, come back to downward facing dog. And let it all go. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lower the knees, lower the upper body. Inhale, come into your back bend. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Coming onto the other side. So inhale to reach the left leg up, open the hips, really point the toe up towards the sky, and bend that left knee. Start to make circles in one direction, opening up the hip. Try to keep the shoulders nice and square. Switch directions. And either keep that knee pointing up towards the sky, stretching out through the hip, or roll over onto the baby toe edge of the right foot, plant the left foot, come up, wild thing. Reaching the left arm out behind you or cupping the back of the head, bending the knee. Exhale, come back slowly with control or with the shakes, because that's all right too. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, look forward and step forward. Bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, flat back, come all the way up to standing. And bring the feet nice and wide on the mat with the toes pointed out to the side. Bring the heels as wide as you think that will feel good for a nice deep yogi squat. So inhale to reach the arms out and up overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, keeping the knees in line with the feet. Maybe grabbing a towel or a blanket to put under your heels, but we won't stay here for long. Bring the hands to heart center. Push into the inner knees with the elbows. Try to keep the heart nice and open here. And then bring your right hand behind you, your left hand behind you. Walk yourself onto your bum or sitting. Come into a wide-legged seated position. So sitting up nice and tall, legs spread wide. Try to bring your toes pointing up towards the sky. And just sit here for a moment before we do anything. Keep your torso nice and engaged, heart nice and open. And while doing that, looking forward, just bend yourself forward gently. See how far you can come without doing that, because that's easy. I like doing that sometimes, but let's focus on keeping the back nice and straight, neutral, and slowly edge yourself forward. Gazing at the ground in front of you. Maybe bringing the hands a little bit wider, because why not? Bring the hands in, come back up to seated. Take that left leg, bring the left foot to the inner edge of the right thigh. And you can close your hips off a little bit. So come to face your right foot. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead, and exhale to fold forward, coming into Janu Shavasana. So again, trying to keep that back nice and flat as you come down, gazing towards the toes. Maybe bringing the gaze towards the knee if it feels comfortable. Just trying to get a nice juicy stretch in that hamstring. I always find this stretches out my back as well. And slowly bring yourself up. Plant the left hand behind the left hip and then come up onto the left shin. Inhale, reach the arm up. Coming into fallen star pose, stretching out through the right leg, the right hip, and exhale, release. Sit back, stretch out. It's probably a more graceful way of doing that, but hey, that's not the focus of this class. Let's bring the right foot in to touch the left inner thigh and close the hips off a little bit. Face the left leg. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead, twist towards that left leg and fold forward. Again, trying to keep some integrity in the torso. Core is engaged. Spine is strong and long. Start to soften here. And inhale, bring yourself up slowly. Right hand comes behind the right butt cheek. Come up onto the right shin. Reach the left arm up overhead. Fallen star. Stretching out through that left hip. And exhale. Oops. Release back down. This time just coming to face the short edge of your mat and roll yourself all the way down onto your back. Give yourself a nice hug. Thank yourself for taking up some space today. And then take a nice inhale and exhale, let it all go. Come into that nice big starfish. So if you've got something going on after this class and you need energy, I invite you to take your Shavasana like this. It's a little bit more energizing to have the arms up overhead. But maybe that's what you need right now, and it actually feels amazing. So option to come into this nice starfish Shavasana. And take a few final breaths here, scanning the body for new energy, checking in on how that felt, to take some time to consciously take up space, move around. And just stay here in silence, melting into the ground for a few moments. Feel free to stay here as long as you like. If we gotta get going, give your fingers and toes a wiggle. Bring yourself onto one side in a fetal position. And press yourself up to seated. Any way you want. Sit like this. No, really. Take these teachings of being big, using your energy, being confident out into the world with you today. Thank you so much for practicing with me. See you again. Namaste.